Hey, red states, what's it like knowing the federal government thinks you're the easiest targets to tread on? Trump is now mobilizing up to 1,700 National Guard troops to send into 19 red states. This is part of the normalization process and how you neutralize the 2A against tyranny folk. And I hate to say it, but this is actually smart. Which, by the way, should be further confirmation of the fact that this isn't just Trump trying to distract from things. No, this is part of a plan. Part of a plan that unfortunately has brains behind it. Swiss cheese brains with holes where empathy and common decency usually live, but, people who have a long-term plan and know what they're doing nonetheless. I just realized that red is actually a pretty appropriate color. You guys are just a bunch of lobsters too slow to wonder why it's getting a little warmer. Why is this smart? Because the don't tread on me crowd loves to be tread on. They love it. They love it. They just And that's not even a real joke, mind you. The right loves authoritarianism, which by definition is about getting tread on. But as long as someone else gets tread on more, they love it. So the claim is the National Guard is being sent in to help ICE with things like administrative work, which begs the question, why does ICE need more help? They just got a budget bigger than most militaries in the world. And yet now we're spending even more federal tax dollars, which of course means that it's blue states funding this, to help them do what they're supposed to be doing. Are they really that incompetent? Or is it just red state ICE who is? Is this the fiscal responsibility we keep hearing rumors about? Because it sure sounds like something's being wasted, defrauded, or abused. Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Wyoming. What's it feel like knowing that the federal government thinks you're the easiest targets for military occupation? Despite the fact that Trump is out here claiming that Chicago and New York City are the most in need of military intervention, they're not. The reason they're starting like this is because red state governors will roll out the red carpet for them. They'll most likely be sent into blue areas and cities. And note that 1,700 troops split amongst 19 states is only an average of around 90 troops per state. So when the don't tread on me crowd immediately rolls over to having the federal government send troops into their state, they'll of course make every excuse under the sun and say, well, it's not that bad. See? The 2A folks are going to be effectively neutralized. They're going to be slow walked into being tread on. This whole daydream and these claims that they're going to fight against tyranny goes out the window. And when the next round is bigger or something eventually bubbles up because a blue state or area stands its ground, they're gonna go, well, you should have just complied. In other words, for the slow ones in the back, let them tread. The irony is just too much for me to handle sometimes. But what are they gonna do? Admit they were wrong? Admit that not only did they roll over immediately, but the fact that it was so obvious and apparent that they would roll over immediately, that's why the federal government picked them? No. No. This is why their mistakes are so dangerous, because not only are they the most obvious and easy mistakes to avoid, but they will predictably double down on them over and over and over again until they bring the rest of us down with them. And in fact, they will expend their last breath on the ground, tire tread marks imprinted on their face saying, see? It's not that bad. You libs are so easily triggered. Please, sir, could I have you roll over me once more? What an absolute joke.